I just want to quickly show a couple of other videos. So as the strike was like brewing up and expanding yesterday, there were a few videos that went viral that I found to be very touching and inspiring. First, I want to show you a little bit of Kenny Smith, host of Inside the NBA, in real time doing what he can to participate in this.
I think the biggest thing now is to kind of, as a black man, as a former player, I think it's best for me to support the players and just not be here tonight. And figure out what happens after that. Yeah, I just don't feel equipped to do that.
And I respect that.
And so he walked off. And obviously the question of what exactly the role or position or stance of media should be during these sorts of events is obviously complex, and I respect multiple different viewpoints, even if I don't hold them. Like some people say you should participate, some people say, but you got to cover it so that people know about it. I know that's always sort of complex, Michael. But I respect what he did.
People take different roles in media too. Kenny Smith is a former player, is a former coach. He is an African American, and he's a lot of the reason why these players aren't playing. I think for Kenny Smith to do that is different than if a play-by-play announcer does it, or I do think it has to be reported, and I think it's okay to stay in that booth and report it. But I also think absolutely that you have to respect what Kenny Smith did, and I think it's important too because that moment has really captivated a lot of people.
Yeah, and I loved. We can't show the entire thing, but this video of Chris Webber talking about what's going on, I found to be really inspiring.
I have young nephews I've had to talk to about death before they've even seen it in a movie. If not now, when? If not during a pandemic and countless lives being lost, if not now, when? That's all I just want to hear from the rest of the night, where everybody's pontificating and thinking and soapboxing and all of that. We know nothing is going to change. We get it. If Martin Luther King got shot and risked his life, Medgar Evers, if we've seen this and all of our heroes constantly taken down, we understand it's not going to end. But that does not mean, young men, that you don't do anything. Don't listen to these people telling you don't do anything because it's not going to end right away. You are starting something for the next generation and the next generation to take over. Do you have to be smart? Yes. Do you have to make sure that you have a plan? Yes. Do you have to be articulate about that plan? Yes. All of those things. But that's what you're going to do. They're professionals. They know how to be the best of themselves. And so I applaud it. I applaud it because it is the young people. It is the young people leading the way. And I applaud them.
Yeah, I love that. And he makes the point about, that there's obviously a lot of people that don't understand, like kids who look up to it. He talked about when he was a kid looking up to athletes. He doesn't understand where they're not playing, but they have power, but the power is based on what they do and what society wants out of them. Withholding it, and again, not in a boycott, in a strike, that might be something that can help it break through. Because even though we're in the middle of the biggest sustained social movement of my lifetime, the regime doesn't care. They are resisting even an inch of reform at the federal level. There have been some cities and some states that have done a couple of small things, but and so I respect anyone who's willing to put their future of their money where their mouth is and actually use the organizing power that they have as workers.
And to use some the TDR callback, these are our Christmas cookies. These are the kinds of things that are encouraging and make you feel positive when you sort of see this spreading in the way that it seems to be spreading, and it takes a while. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, we're so used to things happening so quickly. Gay marriage, for example, happened much more quickly than voting rights did, and so maybe some change will happen, but it's hard also to define what that change is. So when you have a nebulous goal, the civil rights wanted to end the Jim Crow laws and they wanted to get the vote. Gay rights wanted to get the marriage, and of course there are other parts of that are included, but those were really tangible goals. This tangible goal needs to be more adequately defined for people, but it's there, and the people who are fighting for it know it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.